Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of Tailored Training TV. So we are going to continue pumping out information for everybody related to health and fitness. We got a few questions after we did that last episode. This is only episode 2. We're going to keep doing these to give people free information. Use this as an opportunity to, people always message us and they want to pick our brains or ask us questions or get fitness and nutrition advice. They don't come to the studio, either they like going somewhere else, they don't want to go to a gym, they don't live in Kingston, however you want to do it. This is your chance to ask us questions about training, nutrition, health, fitness, life. Don't ask me too many life questions because I'll probably not answer them and get bored. I'm not your life coach. I'm your fitness coach. So it is a lovely February day, and we're going to run into episode 2. Justine, what is our first question today?
Is a calorie a calorie?
Is a calorie just a calorie? So on my Coach Taylor Simon page, I put a really good article. I'll pull it up here. The Atlantic put this out. Is a calorie really a useful measure? And I put a big, long post about this. We talk a lot in health and fitness about counting calories and whether or not you should and if it's beneficial or not beneficial. I'm a firm believer that everybody, for a short period of time, should count calories, should weigh and measure their food and count calories. Why? So that you have a sense of what it is that you're eating, right? They don't understand the difference between a 6-ounce steak and a 12-ounce steak, right? A cup of oatmeal versus half a cup of oatmeal, right? Well, if people say, I had a quarter of a cup of ice cream, really if they measured it's probably a cup and a half of ice cream, right? Now, I don't think you should have to measure and weigh your calories for the rest of your life, but you got to develop an understanding of that, right? You need to know what it is in order to ascertain if you should be eating it or not. So this article came out in The Atlantic. I made a really long post about it. It's a really long article, but it just kind of gives some evidence and talks about something that we've been talking about and I've been talking about for a long period of time, is that even when you do track your calories, you're probably not tracking your calories. And what do I mean by that? It's really hard to measure how many calories are in food. And if you take 3 apples that all look to be the same size and measure the exact calories that are in them, each one will be a little bit different. If 3 different people eat those 3 different apples, right? Assume they were all the same number of calories, different people process calories differently. The actual usable calories for that person are different, right? The size of your liver, and not from drinking too much, just actually physiologically the size of your liver will affect how you process it, right? So all the calorie numbers and guidelines are just that. They're guidelines, right? Even when you eat like a bowl of cereal and you have the same size serving, everything is different. How processed it is, how natural, there's just so much stuff that you're never gonna have a super accurate calorie count, right? You might be able to get within a few hundred calories here and there, but that's as accurate as it's gonna get. And the real thing is you don't need to count them, right? So, was it the last episode, Justine, remember, was it the last episode of Coach Taylor or Tailored Training TV where I put up the perfect diet with the little letters and everything? Might have been my Coach Taylor. I don't know, but I put up all these fancy letters, the perfect diet. I'm going to share that with you, even if it was on the last episode, because it's so good. The perfect diet. Meat and dairy, vegetables, fruit, whole grains, nuts, seeds. Yeah, nuts and seeds, and seafood. Done. Perfect diet. You guys can't see. One of our members is sitting in the back and going, yeah. That's it. That's the perfect diet. So do you need to count calories? No. Is it good for a little while to learn it? For sure. But a calorie is not just a calorie. There are so many variables with it. Eat good, whole, healthy food in unlimited amounts. Like nobody got too fat eating too many carrots. Your second uncle twice removed down the road, well, he fucking got too fat eating carrots. I highly doubt it. Show me the pictures of carrots. He'd also be orange. The point is, eat the perfect diet, the healthy food, and you're good to go. That's all you need to know for your diet. Yeah, I think I nailed that. Justine agrees. It's cold in here because it's winter, so what can you do? All right, what's next?
Step ups the proper way and why they are so good.
Perfect, step-ups. All right, so I'm gonna actually give you a demo of how to properly size a step-up. This is an exercise that's super, super important. I don't know why people don't do more. Oh, they're hard. They got voted most hated exercise one time. Squats, lunges, all that stuff are great. Step-up is something I think everybody should be doing. And if any of you dudes are out there listening and think it's a girl's exercise, and you are wrong. So let's go take a look and track some step-ups here. Oh, we can abuse intern Katie. Katie, will you be my sizer for me?
Yeah.
All right. So these are step-up boxes. Come around to this side for me, Justine. We're going to show you how to properly size a step-up. When we put someone onto the step-up box, stand in front of this for me, she's going to put one leg up on this box. What we're looking at is her knee and her hip. Right? We want about a 90-degree bend to both of those joints for the average person. So if we take her over to this step-up box now and put that leg up there, that's probably close. We've got about a 90-degree on the hip. It's maybe a little bit lower than that, and 90 on there. If we were to put her onto this big box now, you can see now it's way bent, way bent. This is going to be super challenging. Try to step up on there, right? Yeah, I love it. So for her, I'll go back to that small box for me. For her, the best spot is here, right? When she gets competent with it, because she's pretty athletic and she's young and she's in good shape, we would actually put her onto that big box because it's way harder. If you're just starting out, this is where we take you, right? If you can't even get up on that, then we go a little bit lower with that. This is one of the best exercises for balance, strength, pretty much everything. We make everybody do step-ups and everyone loves them.
Love it.
Yeah, such a liar. Sweet, that's the step-ups. Oh, FedEx. Undo. There we go. Now you know all about step-ups. It is an important exercise that I really think everybody should add in. You know, we talk about getting older. For a lot of people, that's a concern. KB Mobile, stairs are a step-up. Getting out of your car, you kind of do a negative one-leg squat. Step-ups are great for that. So it's a really, really great way to keep yourself strong and healthy and add in a lot of fitness stuff that you're not going to get somewhere else. For making them harder, use just your body weight. Sometimes we'll have people hug a plate on their chest. Some of our really advanced people will actually put barbells on their back. We'll use weight vests, weights by your side, hold weights on the shoulders. You can use kettlebells, dumbbells, boxes of soup cans, whatever works for you. But start to add some progressive resistance to that as we go. That's step-ups. Bye, Jane. Hi, Sylvia. All right, Justine, what else are we talking about on this second edition of Tailored Training TV?
The curve of your spine impacts sprinting versus long run.
All right, so last week or the week before, I put together a video actually using all of our interns. We want to talk about morphology, right? And that sounds like a topic that is super complex, and it is. All it means is the structural shape of your body. So when we talk about calories being different for your body, you've got to remember that everybody's body is actually shaped differently, right? The shape of your bones, the size of your bones, the length of your bones, the curves of your spine are different with different people, the tilt of the pelvis. Everyone's literally built differently. And there are certain body types or certain morphologies that are more suited to specific exercise, all right? So here, take a look at this. These are 3 people. All right, interns and one past intern. You can see how different their shape is, right? So their shape of their spine is really curved. And if you look at the one curve, the inside, the low back is super, super curved, right? And the pelvis is tilted. That morphology, that body style, that's designed for sprinting, right? That big curved lumbar spine, big glutes, that is a sprinting design. If you look at the flatter, right, flatter posterior chain, there's less curve to the spine, the glutes aren't as pronounced. That's much more of like an endurance style, right? So why is this important? If you have big curve to your spine and big glutes and you are more built to do sprinting work, and you decide you're going to start running marathons, right? So now you're doing high repetition endurance work, your injury risk is much, much higher. Your body wasn't really built to do that. And you'll see this a lot. people start doing a lot of miles training and they start to get sore backs and sore hips. And you'll find that people with that sprinter style, when they do the endurance work, get those pains because their morphology, their bodies are not built to do that. They're forcing it in somewhere. You'll see the flip side, people who are really, really flat try to become sprinters and do power output and power work, and they never win the races, right? Because they're not structurally built to put out big amounts of power and speed. They're built for that endurance stuff, so you can put them into the longer duration things. And if you look at the 3 examples again, you'll notice that our flatter posterior chain person, the flat back, she's got long legs. So people always assume she can run fast. It's not about the length of the legs. Great sprinters do have long legs, but we've really got to look at the curve of that spine and the glutes. And it's really important. So take a look at your own morphology, get someone to take a picture of you on the side. If you're trying to do endurance activity and you're built to be a sprinter and you find you've got chronically sore lower backs, might be time to look at different activities. And it's one of the reasons I really love this new trend towards adventure racing, Tough Mudders and just see what's the one here, the Cannonball Run here in town. So they're shorter, you're not getting the endurance, more power in events. That's much better if you're that sprinter style. I just think it's better for everybody, really. People don't understand. Marathons are hard. A lot of running is hard in your body. You got to train for it. I'm not the anti-running guy. We'll talk about that in another episode. There we go. 3 topics. All right, I'm under 10 minutes. How much time are we at?
There's 7 left.
7 minutes? Oh, so I'm at 13 minutes. I'm overtime. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep this under 10 minutes, but I got a talking problem. Hopefully that information was helpful for you. If you guys have questions or there's anything else you want to talk about, there's something you want me to talk about, nutrition, fitness, health, please do not hesitate to send a message, comment on this video, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you want to talk to us. We're here for you to give you as much information as you want and make sure that you got all the tools that you need to really make sure that all of your fitness dreams come true.
When the floodgates open, brace your shores. That pressure don't care when it breaks your door. Say it's all you can take, better take